Hello and welcome. Well, today is the start of February, and if you're thinking, why is that noise from January the 31st still going on? Well, guess what? It's filmed in the same building and it's just after. So, there may be some environmental changes. Who knew that I didn't record this literally just before I posted it? Well, there you see, I'm ruining the nostalgia of YouTube for you. It's not all live. Anyway, let's get back to on this day. So what is on this day, I hear you cry? Well, on this day, we take a day in history, today being the 1st of February. We look at some historic events, things that have happened on that day. We look at some people who were born, some people who died, and we finish with some fun facts. Today's fun fact about my favourite band, the mighty Metallica. So let's start them. So born on the 1st of February in 1901 was Clark Gable, an American actor in such films as Gone with the Wind, It Happened One Night, also known as the King of Hollywood. He was born in Cadiz in Idaho. In 1931, Boris Yeltsin, a Russian politician and president of Russian Federation between 1991 and 1999, was born in Bucha, Sevastopol, possibly. He died in 2007. And in 1968, Lisa Marie Presley Keough Jackson, daughter of Elvis, was born in Memphis, Tennessee. People who died on the 1st of February in 1851, Mary Shelley, English novelist, famous for writing Frankenstein, died of a brain tumor at 53. In 1957, Friedrich Ploetz, the German field marshal who commanded the 6th Army in Stalingrad and was the highest ranking German officer to surrender at the age of 66. He was the one who on the 31st of January surrendered. In 1966, Buster Keaton, American actor and comedian, navigator Steamboat Bill Jr. and the General, died at the age of 70. What happened then on the 1st of February? Well, we've got 9 of these today. So in 1327, Edward III is crowned King of England, age 14. Although the country is ruled by his mother, Queen Isabella, and her lover, Roger Mortimer. In 1587, Queen Elizabeth I of England signs death warrant for her cousin Mary, Queen of the Scots. In 1924, Ramsay MacDonald, incoming Labour government, finally recognises the Soviet Union. In 1933, German Parliament is dissolved by President Paul von Hindenburg by the request of the new Chancellor Adolf Hitler. In 1965, Martin Luther King Jr. and 700 demonstrators are arrested in Selma in Alabama. In 1968, former US Vice President Richard Nixon announces candidacy for the presidency. In 1982, Late Night with David Letterman debuts on NBC TV. Bill Murray was his first guest. In 2021, wildfires ignite on the outskirts of Perth, Australia, forcing evacuations amid 5-day COVID-19 lockdown. And in 2021 also, Wisdom, the albatross, the world's oldest known bird, hatches a chick at 70 at a Midway Atoll National Wildlife Refuge, North Pacific. Don't know how that went, but it was laid anyway. Okay, so let's go for some fun facts. So the fun facts today are about my favourite band, the mighty Metallica. So Metallica's first official song, Hit the Lights, was actually a carryover from James's first band, Leather Charm. Drummer Lars Ulrich is officially the world's richest metal drummer. Doesn't mean he's made of metal. The lucrative title comes partly as a result of sales of Metallica's first 3 albums, which netted him more than 12 million. Ulrich's net worth is currently around $300 million. Kids today may not know that newspapers once had a classified section. Metallica was born out of a newspaper ad when drummer Lars Ulrich put it out a call for other metal musicians to jam with. Guitarist singer James Hetfield, guitar Ulrich, and the band filled out with Hetfield's roommates Ron McGovery on bass and Dave Mustaine on guitar. Metallica set the Guinness World Record for becoming the first musical act to perform on every continent. The band headed to Antarctica in 2013 to perform at the Surrey base. Metallica and Coca-Cola organised a competition for fans to win tickets, where the fans also received a weekend-long Antarctica cruise. And there you go, flat earthers, you can go to Antarctica. Metallica's third LP, Master of Puppets, was their first gold album, and it ultimately sold 6 million copies. Master of Puppets was also their first LP release for a major record label, Elektra Records. Following Cliff Burton's death, Metallica found new bassist in Jason Newsted. Newsted helped Metallica create their fourth album in 1988, and Justice for All. Newsted left Metallica in 2001, stating that the band was more focused on fighting Napster than making music. Newsted said he also needed time away to heal from his neck and back injuries he sustained from headbanging. Is there more appropriate injury for a metalhead? Metallica's second album, Ride the Lightning, is known for its blue cover. However, a French press misprint led to about 300 free copies, which have now become collector's items. Metallica's current bassist, Robert Trujillo, likely would have played the keyboard if he had his way. Growing up in the 70s, he became interested in the instrument because of progressive bands such as Yes. However, picking bass was basically an issue of practicality. The keyboard took up more space, was more cumbersome, and since Trujillo's dad played bass, it was also easier to get hold of one to practice with. So, there you go, a little bit on Metallica, the best band in the world. This has been your man in the shed. Welcome to February, people. It's still February. The freezer is once again making some noise. What can you do? See you, pals.